Hey there, my friends at YouTube. Today, I wanted to share with you just some really backstory projects that are happening here in the city of Northport. Now, as you know, city of Northport is located in southern Sarasota County. We are one of the largest cities, actually, in the state of Florida, and clearly the largest city in Sarasota County. And so we have grown significantly over the last couple of years. And now I just kind of want to share what the developments that are going to be happening here that are on the books. Some of these have been announced, some of these are in official records, and some have already broken ground and almost completion. So let's get to it and let's start sharing you some information with some development here in Northport. So now we kind of look at the development here in Northport, I want to go ahead and just start to highlight and kind of bring things out where they're at um, front and center. And what I mean by that is just understanding the lay of the land here. Just to kind of get our bearings, I want to kind of give a focus on this area here. So this is Sumter Boulevard. Sumter is one of the three main arteries heading into Northport from I-75. So let's go ahead and back out just a bit and so we kind of get an idea of where we're at. So here we will see I-75, which is located here, right? And we'll just back that out so now we'll get an idea. City of Northport, I-75 here. Sumter Boulevard is a main entrance into the city itself. Toledo Blade is the furthest south that leads into Northport as well. And up north, just further up north, the really other one that leads into the northern part of Northport is going to be what's called North River Road here. And so North River Road and 41, we see all these different projects. This is Welland Park. So this is that master plan community that is here. And so we will touch base this on another video, but I just want to kind of give everyone the bearings here. Here's US 41, which travels right down south, and this is now Port Charlotte that starts just after Toledo Blade Boulevard. This is Port Charlotte. So with that said, I want to just sneak in here a little bit, and so we kind of get our bearings. And so now what we're looking at here is, so this is City Hall. So this is the police station. This is City Hall. These are some athletic fields. This is an independent assisted living community that had just opened up here. And here we are at 41. So this is a pretty good size intersection. The schools that are located just down the road here is Northport High School, and here is Heron Creek Middle School. And part of this parcel here, again, we've got the Northport Aquatic Center, Butler Park, which is a sports park. Here we see the other additional ball fields for the high school as well. And so now, and this is Heron Creek Golf and Country Club, and this is a private gated community. And you'll actually see another video I did on them, and we'll continue to do videos on Heron Creek. So with that said, I kind of want to start to the south end, and I'm just going to back this out. And so I want to focus on some specific areas here. And so I want to talk on multifamily housing developments or planned developments that are going on. So as I touch upon these, we're going to see this little map migrate, and then we'll see the actual plans or master plans that have been submitted to the city and that have been approved. And so we'll kind of give us an idea here. So the Northport Gardens, this is what's called a master plan development here. This will be mixed use. It'll be houses. It'll be commercials. Here we see the number of dwellings, and so now we kind of get an idea of what that'll look like. But let me go back here. Looks like 1,100 homes. There'll be some commercial space, office space, room for 450 hotels, and then of course some light industrial. So if I bring this up here, it'll give us more of a breakdown of what it is. So there are two phases that are located here. And so these have been approved. And so again, I just spoke upon, the hotel and the retail, et cetera, that we located there. So this is a current snapshot. There is no development whatsoever on the other side of the interstate. So now we'll head a little in town, And so we'll touch upon a couple others here. So um, the next is going to be the Woodlands parcel. And so now the Woodlands parcel, again, this is another development. And so this is a master plan gated community, private subdivision, 375 single detached and single family units. So here we get an idea of the layout of the wetlands and the water areas, as well as now the streets that we see outlined there as well. We'll take a step in, Panacea, which is just further down. And here we go with the Presidium apartments. So these are going to be multifamily development, and 660 apartments is what's going to be located here. This will be constructed in 2 phases. And so here's the location here. The next, I'm going to scroll down here. These are just going to be some other retail, so office parks, Dunkin' Donuts. Next to Dunkin' Donuts, I believe this is a Wendy's. Just to the outside of that, off the interstate, will be a McDonald's. This parcel here is the public library, Shannonstall Public Library, as well as the Education Center here in Northport. Lakeside Plantation, this is a subdivision located here, has a wonderful reputation. It is not gated, but it is an HOA driven community as well. So now we'll continue down. And so now here is Price Boulevard. So Price Boulevard is just about the only east-west connector in Northport that'll travel. It'll end at the north part of Northport and travel into Charlotte County and pretty much dump on the Kings Highway. So to break down what's happening here is we'll go ahead and zoom this in just a little further. So this is a brand new apartment complex that had just opened up recently. This parcel right here, this is what's called Arbor Park. This is currently under construction, 136 units, 4 stories. They're probably, I'm going to say probably maybe about 20% there in the construction build. The next up here, this is a Wawa. This Wawa right at corner of Price and Toledo Blade. This is actually, we're probably 95% completed. So this is getting ready to open up. If we look directly behind the Wawa, and what's interesting here, this is going to be a self-storage unit. And then we're going to take this a little further here, and this will be the other parcel that I want to describe here. So this is going to be what's called Acadia Behavioral Health Hospital. This will be a 2-story, 144-bed behavioral facility, 120 beds initially constructed for the addition, with the addition to have 24 beds added in the future. So I think that's really a great addition to the city of Northport. There has never been enough care and support for those with suffering from mental illness. So having an inpatient facility will be extremely beneficial. Northport Fire Rescue is located there. So here again, we're on 41. We'll talk about again. This is an Aldi store that's located on Toledo Blade here. The Aldi, again, this is probably about 75% to completion. These here behind us is a newly constructed. This has been open for about a year now. These are rental apartments as well. I want to back out just a little bit further. And again, so here is another development that'll be happening. And this will tie into this Citizens Parkway. So this Citizens Park will actually develop and head up this way. But this is what's called, I don't think they have a name for it, but we see the design is already here. And this is really going to take up just about 27 acres. So this will be a very large parcel. Truman Park is multifamily housing, 5-acre mixed-use development. Multifamily portion, 269 units, will be a mix of ranch and townhomes style units, and then a 4-story apartment building as well. So that kind of gives an idea of what's there. Now across the street from that, this is going to be an additional medical office and complex. The reason why that makes sense is because if we see right here, Sarasota Memorial has a standalone ER that's located there. And so again, this would support some of those medical clinicians and practitioners that are working there as well. So we're going to zoom on out and just kind of head a little further down Toledo Blade. This next parcel here, this is an empty lot, but this is designed to corner of Toledo Blade in Woodhaven. 6 commercial subdivisions with a pedestrian network with interconnecting sidewalks on Toledo Blade. Another multifamily development here. This development is 180 units, Serenity at Northport. And so again, this is designed to incorporate the housing units as well as really to be designed in open space to fit in with the current residential setting that's located there as well. And now we're just coming down to 41, and I'll just zoom back out for you. And so now when we talk about 41 and Tamiami Trail, I want to give a little more information here what's going on. So now this is all the major shopping. So this is Salford. Salford interconnects. It does not go to the interstate, but it is just another feeder, as well as Cranberry from Price Boulevard down to 41. So when you talk about the bulk of shopping, this is where you're going to have it within this district here. So we have an Aldi, we have there'll be a Wawa that's actually going to be going in here as well. A standalone ER was just developed. This is a car dealership right here. This was a standalone ER by HCA Healthcare that has just opened. Continuing down on 41, I'm going to take this in just a little bit closer, so now we kind of get an idea of all the commercial that's going on here. So again, this will be Home Depot. These will be retail shops. And next to Home Depot, I want to point out this is the Walmart Superstore. So you can see this used to be a golf course. So this has been closed for a number of years now. And so now this is a project that is well underway. They're doing the site work now and working on what's called phase 1. And so this is what's called Central Park of Sable Trace. They're going to construct 272 multifamily units along with 228 single family detached units along with mixed use and stormwater. So from what I understand, there'll also be some retail shopping here, a storage unit, and I also remember reading about a senior living facility located within this entrance area as well. And then there is one other one that I want to just touch upon. It's of sizable interest here, and this is called the Waters at Northport. I don't have any specific here. It's kind of hard to see in the track, but I just remember looking up some of this data here. But again, you can see a multi-unit buildings here, and this will be apartment rental. From what I understand, this will be slated for what's called low income. And so we can talk more in detail on that. But here we go, 288 unit family units that's going to be at the Waters of Northport. So this just kind of rounds out. I'll go in and talk about some of the other developments that are going here. Warren Mineral Springs. And now here you can kind of get an idea now of this is River Road. This is 41. Those are the two major arteries that come together. And now we're looking at Welland Park. I'm going to zoom in one more time just so we kind of get an idea here of what's going on. So again, this is the main building that started now. And we zoom on in one more time. Here we see the Atlanta Braves complex. So that'll give you an idea of where we're at in that. So that's what I wanted to provide today was an overview of some of the projects that are happening here. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. It's my pleasure to be a resource to everyone here about all things Northport. And so we'll keep in touch. There's just a little snapshot of what we have. Thanks again for watching. Again, if I can help you out or be any of assistance, feel free to connect, and we'll talk again soon.